Foremost, right, we want to give all honor and glory to the Most High God of Israel in the name of His only begotten Son. Right, we are the Israelites, and we are here to let the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians know, hey, that we are the biblical Israelites according to the Bible, and we must come back to the covenant that we made with our God, man. I had something I wanted to touch on tonight, man. That I was really meditating upon when those I don't know if people been hearing about the Epstein files and the pictures. Somebody had leaked the pictures of I think it was his camera roll of just pictures in his camera roll, and it was just a lot of pictures on there that was very disturbing, man. And it just made me think, why do we need this made me think, this is why we need a Messiah. You know, you have some people always wonder, why do Christ gotta come? Why do I need to be saved? Right? Why do I want to leave America? America is the land of milk and honey. Right? What's wrong with this place? Right? Y'all got 2 minutes? Oh, that's oh, okay. But yeah, so we always wonder, or people always wonder, why do we have to leave America, man? So I'm just going tonight, we're going to touch on some scriptures and go and talk about what goes on behind the scenes in America, man.
Yeah, Salakia, man, you know, with the Epstein files, I think it was like 300 documents were released. And that's crazy, that's 300 documents, and it's more, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not even the whole thing. But I seen a post the other day, and they said, you know, this is why God had to be like how he was in the Old Testament. When you see a lot of stuff that these people been doing, and you know, everybody's like, man, God of the Old Testament, you know, that was a harsh God, and we don't have to be under that God no more because Jesus came. No, people still doing the same wicked stuff that God had to punish people for in the Old Testament. The brother Isaiah, he had a lesson talking about to get rid of evil out of the nation, to get rid of evil out of the congregation, man. You got to do harsh stuff sometimes to put that fear in people, because if not, you're going to be like living in the times of 2026, so-called, and living in a bunch of craziness that's in darkness, man.
Right, man. You know, just imagine if stoning was brought back. Just imagine, you know, if you got caught sleeping with your brother's wife, instead of, you know, nothing happening to you, you get stoned for that.
Nowadays you get famous when you get caught in some drama.
Right.
Instead of getting stoned. Right.
There's another point where the Bible talks about you're not even supposed to just be sitting around when evil is going on. Yeah. Stand against the blood of your neighbor.
Right.
And I'm not gonna preach. I'm gonna keep this real short. I think the fact that and this is not a call to action, okay? But I think the fact that people have not reacted, or people haven't even taken a march out into the streets, it shows that we standing against the blood of the innocent. And people, they say, oh, well, how could God let this happen? My response is, you let people do dirt in your family and in your neighborhood all the other time and turn your eye and say, I'm not gonna snitch. Yeah. So you know, we just as guilty for being a witness and not having that righteous indignation.
Right. Good point, man. Good point, King. So, you know, just imagine if the Most High was like, or just imagine if America was like, you know what? If you a homosexual, hey, you getting stoned like it was back in the ancient time. You think it'll be this many homosexuals walking around here?
Nope.
Right? You think it'll be this many adulterers walking around here?
Nope.
If the pedophiles?
Nope.
If the Most High, if we was going back to how the Old Testament did it, when you look around how this world ran right now, it's because people think that they can do what they want to do and there's no punishment. They think they can do these things and God don't see them. They think they can do these things and they got away with it. Even when these elites, man, when you think about these elites that you don't see behind the scenes, that control this world, that control the money, that control the food that you eat, they control the music you listen to, man. It's a lot of things go on, and a lot of times they put it in movies. It's a movie called Don't Blink. I think that's what it's called, Don't Blink, man. And it's a movie it shows you kind of like how they do on these islands, right? The Epstein Island, Epstein files. These things are real, man. And I remember back in the day, back in high school, people used to call me crazy, man. What are you talking about? You a conspiracy theorist, or conspiracy theory, whatever person. You don't know what you're talking about. But now soon, the Most High God is revealing the wickedness that's going on behind the scenes, man. The Most High God is revealing the things that's done in dark. He's revealing who the devil is according to the Bible, man. What you got, King?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 31, and verse 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy.
So the Bible said, open thy mouth, judge righteously, man. America, this is why Christ got to come back. He's going to be that righteous judge. Because people are not judged righteously here, man. If they not judged righteously here, man, it's all about money. If you got money, you can get away with anything. You got money, you can get away with murder, man. You know the right people, you got the right connections, you can get away with a lot of crimes here in America, man. But this is why the Most High God is sending his son. This is why he's coming back. He's coming back to do what the law said do. If you're an adulterer, the law said you got to get put to death. So Christ coming back to kill the adulterers because he's doing what the law say. And that's righteous though. But people want to say, oh, that's harsh. That's not right. That's not my Jesus. They don't understand why he coming back, man. People gotta go. Give me Joel 9:24, King. Give me Ezekiel 4:13.
The book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
The Bible said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. Me and the brother Baruch, before the brothers got here, we were talking about sex. I don't want to get the video took down, but can I say that? Sex trafficking? Still on video? We were talking about trafficking. We were talking about trafficking before brothers got here. We were saying how people be doing that, man. How people are come. You might be walking. They'll snatch you up. They'll a white van come by. They'll snatch you up. Now you missing. The elite, they all in on this stuff, man. They all in on this stuff, man. All these babies and all these people going missing, they getting sent to these people, man. They getting sent to these people, and they I don't want to.
That's all right.
Yeah, man. You know, we all experienced it. We experienced it the other night.
Yeah.
You know, you go to a restaurant or you go to a grocery store and you say, "Why is that kid with them people?"
Yeah.
We just seen it the other day. It was a little Jake, you know, a little Jake, man. He was with three tall white so-called white men. We like, what's going on there? Coming out of hibachi buffet. you know, you be in Walmart, you be like, what? Why is that kid in that stroller with them? We all seen that. And now with these files and stuff coming out, we understand there's wickedness in the earth. We understand we don't know what's going on in them households. You know why? Because I'ma just say this. You empathize and you sympathize with your people. That's natural. So when somebody is in your house that does not look like you, and I'm talking about races and stuff like that, right?
Right.
You don't necessarily count them as you. So you'll do anything and not feel as bad as if it happened to your actual kid or to your actual family. So we're living in a time we don't know what's going on in people's houses. We don't know why people are adopting kids. And, you know, from the outside looking in, it looks sweet and innocent. Oh, they're helping this person out that don't have a family, any parents or whatever. But we don't know what's going on in these people's houses, right? Because the Bible didn't teach against child sacrifice for no reason. Child pedophilia for no reason, because people are doing that in the earth.
Right.
People are doing that till this day.
Right. And I remember two pictures that was very disturbing on the Epstein pictures, man. One picture, they had all of these babies, bro. I'm like, where the hell they get all these babies from? They had all the babies up in this little I don't know what it was, but it just looked weird. And it was another picture. They was all around this round table, and it looked like a human, like they had cooked the human, like you could see the human legs and how they cooked them, and he was on the table, and then they were finna get ready to eat it. You could tell that was a human. That wasn't no turkey. That was a human being that they just fried up and they was finna eat, man. This in his camera roll. So the Bible said the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. If we seen half of the stuff that went on behind the scenes, we wouldn't eat nothing. We wouldn't man, we wouldn't eat nothing. We wouldn't want to be around people. We'll pass out, man. Cause like, man, how can a person be this wicked? How can a group of people be this wicked? Like, you don't have no type of morals. Give me what you got, King. Ephesians, Ezekiel 4:13.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 4, starting at verse 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles.
So the Bible said, hey, the children of Israel are going to eat the defiled bread of the Gentiles, man. So this is why we need Christ to come back and save us. We don't even know what we eating, bro. We don't even know. They say it's chicken when you go in the store, but is that really chicken?
No. Can they
Like-
make that many chickens for all the fast food
No,
places?
that ain't no real chicken.
Can they make that many chickens for that fast food places?
No.
We talking about thousands, millions of chickens a day.
Right.
Can they make that many burgers?
Nope.
We talking about millions of burgers, double patties, triple patties, smash burgers. We're not just talking about fast food. We talking about your restaurants too.
Restaurant.
A day.
And grocery store.
And grocery stores.
Hey, I seen this video. I tried to upload it on my YouTube a while back, but they kept taking it down. I tried to upload it. They tried to take it down. It was this Jewish man, right? It was this Jewish man. It sounded like he was on a phone or something. I don't know how they got the footage.
That's it. Talk about it.
I
know what you're talking
Yeah, he was saying how McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
He was talking about McDonald's, how McDonald's is connected to the slaughterhouse of I want to say he said they kidnap people and they slaughter them and they drink the blood with the Passover lamb.
Yep.
And he was like, the bodies that's left over, they give it to McDonald's because McDonald's is connected to their slaughterhouse. So they slaughter the people. They put the bodies in the food or the meat in McDonald's and they give it to people, man. This out of his own mouth, a Jewish man.
That's why they never eat at McDonald's.
That's why they never eat McDonald's, man. A lot of these people, man, that came up with these establishments, they wouldn't even eat at their own restaurant.
Nope.
But they'll give it to you, just like the East Indian man. He owned these corner stores that be selling cigarettes. He ain't gonna dare smoke those cigarettes.
No, he's not.
He ain't gonna let his kids smoke those cigarettes. But he gonna sell you the cigarettes though. You see what I'm saying? What you got, King?
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 10 and verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent.
In the what?
In the secret places doeth he murder the innocent.
So they do all of these things in secret, man. They do all of their wickedness in secret, man. They can't go to sleep without doing something wicked. When they plotting on how can we push this agenda, right? How can we push how can we make the Israelites not know who they are? How can we make this place more wicked? That is what the people saying that run this world. How can we make this place more wicked? But you got people still want to stay here, man. Right? I was talking to my granddad, man. I was telling him, like, man, you know, hey, Jerusalem, my homeland. We gotta get up out of here, man. He like, why would I want to leave here? This is my land of milk and honey right here. He told me that. He like, man, this is my land of milk and honey. Why do I need to go somewhere else? And why should I be looking forward to a kingdom that's coming if I got everything I want here? But our people don't understand. You feel like you got everything you need here, but you don't even know what you're eating.
No, you don't.
Then when you get sick, you go into a hospital, going to doctors, and they giving you all type of drugs.
That's right.
Then you can't even drink no pure water a lot. You go into the store and getting this water, they got all type of chemicals in the water. Chemtrails in the sky. When you look in the sky, you see chemtrails in the sky. Right? You go to the ocean, the water dirty. It look polluted. It's like everything gets polluted here. But a lot of people have been rocked to sleep with America, man. They are drunk with the wine of Babylon. If we didn't have no knowledge or understanding of this Bible and how and things that was going on around the world, we would look at this place like this is a great place, man.
Great place.
You can do what you want to do. You can be what you want to be. You can go eat what you want to eat. You don't look at it like this is a great place. But when you get into the Bible and you see what God says, and you see America not doing what God said do, this place is evil, man. What you got, Keith?
The book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse 2 and 3. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So the Bible said every nation has drunk of the wine of Babylon, which is America's fornication, man. This is why people can't see. You gotta have a spiritual eye to be able to see this place wicked. If you ain't got no spiritual eye, you gonna think it's normal. America is normal, man. It's entertainment. It's entertaining. You know, it feel good. You have people say, man, I'm glad I ain't in these other countries. They'll kill you for committing adultery.
Yes, they will.
They'll kill you for being a homosexual. They be like, I'm glad I'm not over there. But that's what they supposed to do. Right? If America did that, it wouldn't be how it is now, man. It wouldn't be men out here transgenders, man. You have grown men messing with little kids. It wouldn't be like that if we kept what the Bible said to do, man. What you got, King?
They legalizing it. It's called a child, a minor attracted person. That's the new term for it. Minor attracted person.
Minor attraction. You said what, King?
Minor attracted person.
Minor attracted person, man. I heard in California not too long ago that they was finna get ready to put something like that, man.
Yep.
So it's like, this is why we need a savior, man. Everything is not all good.
It's not.
What you had, King?
Isaiah 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight.
Right, so the Bible said, woe unto you that call good evil. So woe unto you that call good evil. When we out here teaching the Bible, when we keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you call it evil. Wait, we ain't got to do that no more. That's done away with. What they out here teaching for? It ain't Sunday. People call good evil, and they call evil good. Oh, what? He got a cigarette. It's all right? He can smoke. He a grown man with a little kid. It's normalized. All of this wickedness is normalized. We normalize killing each other in the music. That's we call that good music. Drill, kill. Oh, that's tough. But when somebody on the mic actually speaking some real stuff, nah, I can't. Turn the song quick, man. Quick in a hurry, man. A dude talking about, better in the community. We gotta start killing each other. A lot of our people don't want to hear that. Turn that off, bro. That's lame, bro. I don't want to hear that, man. He talking too positive. I want to go kill somebody. Play something that make me want to go kill somebody. That's the truth, man.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes, for the Lord hath both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Come on, man. He's pretty much telling us to do what we're doing now. When he says set up the standard, he's talking about come out here and profess the truth. He's talking about set the watchmen. He's talking about the people that's going to watch the news, the politics, the things that are happening to let you know that the Bible is real. Let you know that the Bible spoke of it, right? A lot of us, we got family and friends that thought we was crazy, that thought we were conspiracy theorists. A lot of us, we got friends and family that thought we were lying and thought we was crazy until it all starts coming out. But that's our job to be watchmen, man. It's our job to keep an eye out for our people to let them know the time is near. I want to read another one too. It says, Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Right? The nations are mad physically, spiritually, and mentally. Right? They're mad, meaning they're crazy. They're mad also actually mad. Why? Because the things that they were taught is starting to corrupt their societies. The things that they admired are starting to seep into their religions. The things that they once thought was good, that they saw in Babylon, that they saw in America, is starting to bring them down and make their societies like Babylon. And so now they don't have a handle on their culture no more, because their own people don't want their culture no more. Their own people want to come to America, the land of the brave, the land of the free. They want to adopt Christmas. They want to adopt Thanksgiving. They want to adopt all the ways of Babylon. They want to be homosexual now, right? And so they don't have a handle on it, all because they've drunken from that same golden cup.
Yep. Every. Yeah. All right.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, starting at verse 18. There is none to guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she brought up. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? Desolation and destruction, all the famine and the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Verse 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets. As a wild bull in a net. They are full of fury of the Lord and the rebuke of thy God.
Right. So that's a whole lot, man. So the Most High saying, man, desolation, famine, pestilence must come to this place, man. It must come because there's too much wickedness going on. What you at, King?
You know, it's just like reading that. It's just like being caught in the trap.
Yeah.
Like you said, like a wild bull in the net. Like being caught in the trap, man. You know, sometimes, like we talk about when we get into this Babylonian society, they want us to stay in the same conditions and environment, like a trap. Why? Because they profit off of us being in that trap, us being that bull caught in that net. You know what I'm saying? We can't get out of the type of music we're making because people like the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like a trap, man. That's prophesying our people down to a T.
Right. That's why they call it the trap, man. Where you think they get the name from? You know what I'm saying? In the hood, be like, hey, y'all okay? In the hood, be like, hey, we going to the trap. Why we call it the trap? Why? How y'all doing? Oh, good. Huh? Oh, no, we ain't selling nothing. We just out here teaching the Bible.
Oh, I see.
So, but,
Taking donations and tithes and offering, though.
yeah. You want to donate, it's all right, you can donate now. And we ain't selling nothing, though.
We gotta be like, I ain't gonna name no names, but we need to put a little pot down there, man.
But yeah, man. Brother's crazy. But yeah, man. So this is why we need a Messiah, man. And that gives us hope. Because if we didn't know that our Messiah was coming, bruh, or we didn't know the Messiah was coming, man, you'll bug out trying to figure out. And you have a lot of people, they'll be like, man, yeah, man, I know what's going on. Man, I know these folks wicked. I know they put stuff in the food. But it's like, you know these things, but what are you doing about it, though? Like, I don't want to hear you say you know about it. What can we do to get out of here? We are in a place that it just feel like you can't get out. You can leave America, you can go somewhere else. It's still going to be polluted, right? You're going to have people still bring their ways from America over there to where you go at. And you ain't going to escape the pestilence and the famines. It's coming, it's going to be everywhere. So it's like we are in a place that we feel like we trapped in. And we need somebody to literally come and save us and set things straight, man. Because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse from here on out, man. We ain't seen nothing yet. We thought 2020 was bad. Right? We thought the year 2020 was bad. But it's going to get worse from then, man. We ain't seen nothing yet, man. Hey, stay tuned. What you got, King? You got something? Huh? You got something? All right. If you don't got nothing, you can Leviticus start at verse 20, King. If you want to, you get Lamentations 4 and 17. Huh? Yeah, man. So the Most High God is exposing what's going on in the earth, man. He's exposing who the man of sin is. And Trump is set up for a reason. I believe that he was put in office by God. But why though? We know the Most High God controls everything. Why was he put in office? What is he gonna push? What you had sent in the group chat about he said something and he finna rededicate America to God in May. You know what I'm talking about? Did you send that in the chat?
He said he gonna do a prayer They gonna do a giant prayer on about May 19th or something.
May 19th.
And they gonna rededicate America to God. That's what he said.
So,
But what God? What God?
You gotta bring the country back of one nation under God.
That's right.
so he trying to bring.
Even the point to what you said, you was like, oh, basically like Trump, how basically like he's gonna be exposed to being the wicked, right?
Yeah.
I posted on my story. My friend sent it to me, man. Literally, Donald Trump took a picture of Barack Obama and Michelle Obama on Twitter, and I think he put like they face on some monkeys, man. So he's calling them monkeys, man.
Man.
So, I'm not saying he the devil, man.
Yeah, and you can tell this man, you can tell this man is not really of God, because he's talking about one nation under God and bringing everybody back to one. When was God ever with that? He's doing what the Greeks was trying to do back in that time. The Greeks was the ones that were trying to bring everybody to one. Forget y'all commandments and laws. I want y'all to come. Can the brother get that in was it First Maccabees? When he said he making us forget our laws and we're gonna all become one nation or one people. They was doing that back then, man. This how you know America is no different than the Roman Empire, than the Greek Empire. Thinking the same way. The Most High God said, man, from the Most High said he made us separate. Even during the time of the Tower of Babel, when everybody was trying to speak the same thing and be the same. The Most High put an end to that. He not with that, man, because he have a certain people that was created to be above all people and set up above all people. But Trump is saying, forget that. Everybody the same.
I got it.
What you got, King?
That First Maccabees.
Yeah.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Hold on.
You gotta keep reading, I think.
Oh, yeah. He got. What you read?
I got First Maccabees 1 and 11.
Oh, 41.
Okay, yeah.
It's the book of First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
And I can see Trump. I can see Donald Trump doing that in the future, man.
Yeah.
You can just see him trying to. Well, you know what? Everybody gonna be Christians, right? If you a Muslim, you gonna get thrown in prison. You an Israelite, thrown in prison or killed. Keep going.
Verse 43. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion.
To what?
To his religion. And sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
So you had many Israelites back in that time. They was like, you know what, Antiochus or Antiochus? We'll get down. So be it.
One nation under God, that's right.
Right, one nation under God. Right, red, white, and blue. Okay, what's up? What I gotta do? It ain't no different, man. If Trump get down, because to be honest, Donald Trump is a lot of people's guy, bro.
A lot of people.
A lot of people idolize Donald Trump, man.
Yeah.
I seen a picture. I seen a picture with Donald Trump. It was a picture of Donald Trump standing up, and white Jesus was behind him, massaging his back. Or he had his hands on his shoulders. They think this man is literally anointed by God to make everything great. But when you start to see everybody that listen to what this man say, so if they believe he anointed by God and he just this prophet, and he be like, well, God came to me and told me we all need to be Christians. If anybody ain't a Christian or anybody ain't with Christianity, get rid of them. Let us know, we'll come and get them and throw them in the FEMA camp. You know how many people gonna be running around trying to find people that ain't part of Christianity and getting them thrown in prison? Oh, my auntie, she said that she's an Israelite. She don't want to be part of this. Okay, we on the way. We gonna come and get them. He gonna pull up in a white van and throw in there, man.
And it ain't even gonna be the real Christian. It ain't even gonna be it's not even gonna be the fake Christianity that we got now. It's
Right.
gonna be his version.
It's gonna be his version. He's gonna have his own damn Bible. He gonna have a scribe rewrite the Bible. It's gonna be written his way.
That's right.
All type of father.
Yeah, he already got a Trump Bible.
Hey man, I was in the gym. And I seen this guy, man. He was dressed from head to toe in Trump apparel, right?
Idolatry.
And my thing is this, right?
Uh-huh.
For people that dress up in Trump apparel nowadays, understand that, you know, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're not even looking at you like you're racist anymore, right? Well, all these Epstein files coming out and all this stuff, we're looking at you like you support pedophilia and molestation.
Right.
So now when we see you with these Trump apparel on, we thinking that you're a pedophile and you're a molester.
Right.
Not that you're a racist. We don't even think you're a racist anymore.
Right.
We think you into some other stuff.
Right.
Because how in the world can this stuff come out about this person and you wearing him to the gym like it's a LeBron James jersey? How does that make sense? You wearing this man's name across your hat, across your shirt, like it's a Stephen Curry jersey, and he's representing something good. No, he represents pedophilia and molestation
Satanism.
and Satanism.
Right.
I seen a dude in Valdosta. He had a big black F-150 truck, and he had Trump name on the front window. It just said Trump. It's like, and
Oh man.
that's a grown. You got another grown man last name on your front. So everybody can see it on your window. Trump, right? And Trump was the one that was trying to get, was talking crazy about the Central Park 5, man. Right? When the Central Park 5 got arrested, man, Trump was going crazy, man. And them brothers was innocent the whole time. Trump was the one that's Trump. How many felonies this man had? This man had, I don't know how many felonies this man had. This man is the president of the United States, and he's a felony. Or he had felonies. He's a criminal. So you repping a criminal, knowing this man is a criminal.
So like people don't even
Care no more, man. People don't even care no more. So when stuff hit the fan, they're gonna do what he say. Kind of like the SpongeBob. If anybody's seen the SpongeBob movie, when Plankton was controlling everybody with the chum bucket hats, and he would put it on their head.
Yeah.
That's how Trump is Plankton in that scene, and all the people with the chum bucket hat are a lot of these Americans. Trump say do something,
Yes, sir, boss.
yes sir. And they gonna do it, man. And guess what? Guess what though? A lot of these people that call themselves Christians are gonna be the main people out here that's persecuting the real saints. But they gonna feel like they did nothing wrong because they gonna feel like we the wicked ones. We got those wicked gangsters off the street. They were going against my God Trump. Man. You have some, King? Yeah.
Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Man, he said, man, we got vain help. People watching for a nation that can't save them. You people really waiting on Donald Trump to really change this country around. What do he mean by make America great again?
That's what Ronald Reagan said.
When was it ever great though? What you trying to bring it back to? It was never great for black people, for Hispanic people. So,
Now, the white man even complaining now.
right. Everybody complaining. Everybody starting to be like, man, this ain't right. Something ain't right, man. Something going on. This is crazy. Right? This can't be a country ran by God. In God we trust. They talking about is gold, oil, and drugs, man. Yeah, whole bunch of stuff going on, man, that people think they try to cover it up with, you being a conspiracy theorist. No, man, that stuff really be going on. But the people that call you a conspiracy theorist are the people that's drunk with the wine of Babylon, that think this country is perfect, that think that's movies, bruh. That don't really happen in real life. You don't really have witches out here. that got spell books and they got power. That's all movie, bro. That's fairy tale. These things are real, man.
I don't believe in no ghosts.
Right? I don't believe in that, man. Hey, it ain't no such thing as no demons. All right. What you had, King? Oh, Leviticus 20. Yeah, if you got some, King, let me know. We gonna be on Leviticus 20. Yeah.
The book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Again thou shalt say to the children of Israel, Whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed unto Molech,
The what?
unto Molech, he shall surely be put to death.
So what?
He shall surely be put to death.
So it's a lot of child killing going on, man. It's a lot, especially when you get into Hollywood or when you get to the elites. Why you think all these kids going, man? See, people like to say this stuff fake because they don't want to accept the truth, though, because it's disturbing, and I agree, it's very disturbing. But we gotta talk about the truth. Where you think all of these kids going, man? All of these kids just end up missing. Like we understand that, you have people out here kidnap people. But when you go in Walmart and you see all of these pictures of all these missing people, it's like, dang, they've been missing for this long? Where they at? 2014, 2007, 2010.
Yep.
So even back then, when you read the Bible, it was people sacrificing their kids to Molech, man. How could you do that? You having people just having babies, purposely having babies just to sacrifice them to an idol.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta, that's what a lot of these witches do. A lot of these witches have babies, and they dedicate their child to Satan.
Yes, they do.
This is real life, man. And this is why we need a Messiah, right? This is why we need a king to come and save us, man. Because these things are going on behind the scenes that's not getting reported by the news. These things get covered up by the news, by the police department. What you got, King? You have something?
The verse that talks about the deception and how even the elect could be deceived, but the Most High gonna keep them from being deceived. The thing is, now that we know what's going on, we got to be more alert and more spiritually mindful of deception, because like the Bible say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
Right.
So I think that's the next step for the believer. Whatever you call yourself, if you believe truly in the book for what it is, you need to be prayed for discernment, because now we already have the unveiling of who the devil is.
Right.
Now we got to see his tricks, and his tricks is what's gonna get people next.
Right. The tricks, what's called Project Blue Beam.
Yeah.
That's one of them, Project Blue Beam. Where they got a lot. This thing, AI though, bro. And you truly think AI? They pushing AI. They gonna be tricking a lot of people with AI.
Yes, they are.
They do now.
They do now. They trick me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, nowadays.
She talking about some. No. She talking about my cousin at work. Talking about on the other side of the world, Jesus came back, and I think we got left behind. I said, whoa, dang, you really believe that? I was like, nah. I was like, let me screen record it, send it to my phone, so she sent it to me. I slowed it down. If you really look at AI, you can see how sometimes, like, how somebody will glitch in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you gotta stop believing everything, but it's so crafty how, you know what I'm saying, they can trick you. Like they got people's minds really bugged out to thinking, like, a man jumped off the roof onto a trampoline, and he did like 3 backflips in the air. Like, bro, that's man.
AI has gotten to the point now to where you can't believe anything, right? So you can't even be a whistleblower. You can't even, because you got to question every single thing you say, and you don't want to seem retarded or stupid for sharing something that was false. So you know what, you watch it and you be like, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I don't know if I'm gonna share that. So now that goes into hiding wickedness even more.
Right.
You don't know what to believe, so you're not even gonna say nothing. So now people can't be warned.
No, they can't.
Now if you say something crazy or you show something crazy, oh, that's AI. I don't believe that. You got to go to the comments section. You got to, and so you don't know what to believe.
Right.
We got to a point now to where the truth is hidden in 7 ways.
Right.
Right? The truth is hidden because of liars. It's hidden because it's in secret. and it's hidden because of AI and false information. Like, we don't know what to believe.
That's real. I was literally thinking about that, man. They made AI, so if they do get caught up in their wickedness, all they gotta do is say, man, that's not real. That's AI.
And they waited to the perfect time to want to go back to the moon.
Right.
Because now all the CGI and AI they can do now, they can actually make it seem like it's real.
Yeah, facts, man.
More real than it was the first time.
They probably finna do that. Try to go to Mars.
They finna be hitting the Millie Rock on the moon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
First person that sent me that, see, I told you we could go to the moon. I'm gonna just tell him AI, bro.
AI, bro.
AI, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They marked down everything, all the critiques from the last moon landing, and they was like, bet. We gonna make sure they can't say shit. Ain't gonna be no wind. Ain't gonna be no pictures of the earth. Nothing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the devil and his tricks, bro. But like the brother Levi said, man, we gotta be prepared for his tricks. We definitely gotta stay prayed up, man, because you know these people in these higher up seats are definitely casting spells, man. Like we always say, America is ran off of witchcraft. They push witchcraft. They push being a wizard, being a warlock. They push these things as good. So you have people that's in those seats that's casting spells on the children of Israel to destroy the children of Israel. They can cast, if you ain't prayed up or protected, they can cast a spell that you get in a car accident, that you get sick. Now you wondering why? Yeah, what the hell going on? He get in a car accident. Car just run the stop sign. He see you going, and he run a stop sign like he didn't see it and hit you, and then act like he hurt. They can cast spells like that, man. They can get you paralyzed. Right? You know you in your sleep, you can't move. You're like, what the hell? That happened to me. That happened to me before.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah, they call it that. Yeah, sleep paralysis. You in the sleep like, I don't know. It was so crazy because I was asleep. I was trying to move and felt like I was talking, but I wasn't talking, bro. It was crazy. I was like, I'm stuck, and it like my head was going like this. Like I got like I don't know. It felt weird, bro.
Yeah, we was talking about this in the car too. A lot of times, the heaviest witchcraft be in the hospitals, and so we was talking about in the car. You know, you don't want to be in a position to where you have to yield yourself to the physician in the hospital because there's so much wickedness going on in the hospitals, man. You know, especially on night shifts where everybody's supposed to be asleep and the halls are quiet. You don't know who coming into your room while you drugged up and you tired and you sleep. You don't know who is doing stuff, adding stuff to your IV and all different type of stuff. You know, that one nurse got arrested the other day for breaking the bones of a black newborn baby. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's going on in the hospital sometimes, and a lot of times, like the brother said, you may end up paralyzed, and you don't know why. It's because we live in an evil place, man. We live in an evil society where these cities are ran. Your mayor, your governors, your politicians, your police officers, they're ran by demonic people, man. And when I say demonic people, what I mean is, even if you don't believe it, they believe it. They doing it. Like the brother said, we all know, people get kidnapped and trafficked. But do you ever ask yourself, where do they take them? Where are they at? But because what happens is Hollywood has numbed us to think that every time somebody gets kidnapped, it's just, it's some serial killer or some sexual perverted person that just likes to have sex. It's not always that, though. It's not always that. And the amount of people that's being taken, it's not enough sex in the world. I'm not gonna say that, but the amount of kids being taken, amount of people being taken, you gotta question yourself. Like, man, it's not just perversion going on. They gotta be taking them for a reason, and they gotta be taking them to fulfill a certain type of quota, man. Because it seems like the numbers is increasing and they're staying steady. And it just goes why does it go under the table? Kidnappings and trafficking, why does that go under the table? It don't ever hit the major news. And if it do hit your news station, it's gone within a week. Yeah. It's because all these people are ran by the same people and they know what's going on. They know they gotta mention it every now and then. But what they really, because you gotta think, these big, right, the biggest Catholic churches the biggest Catholic churches, Jewish synagogues, all that stuff, they come out on the news, and then in a week, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. Everybody just go back to mass. Everybody just go back to the synagogue like everything's perfect. Why is that? It's because they know what's going on, man.
Yeah, man, and it's a place in California called Bohemian Grove, and that's where you have all the rich people go. Y'all can look this up, Bohemian Grove, and they go and sacrifice. It's a big, they got a big idol, and it's a fire at the bottom of the idol, and I think they throw people in the fire to sacrifice them. But it's a place in California. You got to be a member to go in there, and somebody snuck in, or somebody was in there and they recorded it, and they have footage of what they was doing in there. I think they be naked. They walk around naked in there. But when the brother was speaking about the kids and stuff getting took, it made me think about the movie Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
Well, you truly, it's called Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
When they were kidnapping kids, right?
Uh-huh.
They were kidnapping kids and they was taking them to this place and running tests, and they're trying to scare them, right? And they have a meter. When they scare the kid, the meter go up. Now, the reason why I'm saying this,
That's it.
the reason why I'm saying this because I think it's something called adrenochrome, right?
Yes, it is.
And in kids, right, the more fearful the kids is, the better, because they drink the kids' blood,
Yes, they do.
right? They drink the kids' blood when they scared, and that makes them look younger, and that makes them live younger.
That's why in the Epstein files, they were saying that there was files released saying that it caught people saying in emails, I really like that torture video. I really like this. I really like that. It's because they're actually doing these things, man, because of their demonic rituals. I know it sounds crazy because we talking about rituals, but when we say rituals, we're just talking about rites. We're talking about a religion. That's all a ritual is. Like, our Bible is our ritual book.
Yes,
It's a religion, and it's a set of laws and spiritual agreements and covenants that come to pass if you do X, Y, and Z, right?
Yes, it is.
And so a lot of times, man, that's what's going on, right? And they put it right in your face, and people just go to their 9-to-5 jobs. Y'all heard about them Epstein files, man. All that. We don't know what to believe, and they just go back to their regular life.
Yeah.
You gotta ask. You gotta point.
I was gonna say even like with like The Rock, you know what I'm saying? They had him on the TV, Dwayne Johnson. He talking about he eat kids and he drink their blood, but everybody just laughed it off.
Yeah,
but there's a
they
little
laughed.
kid sitting in front of him. It's like if you were younger, like I would eat you.
Yeah.
Like he actually said that, but everybody just like playing it off. Like, but you gotta think he actually means these things.
Yeah, I mean that. When you ask a kid,
Yeah, they you gotta ask yourself, for faith purposes, a lot of our people, we sometimes kind of find ourselves in doubt and in faith and then out of faith. But the thing is, these people, the wicked people, they literally did their sacrifice, and that demonic entity answered.
yeah, fact.
Like whatever type of ritual they were doing, that shit worked.
It work, bro.
So we gotta have that much more faith. Like, okay, whatever we doing for God is gonna work.
So like the biggest ritual really that helps Hollywood have a foot on all of our necks is the Grammys.
Yes, it is.
It's the Grammys, man.
Yes, it is.
If you notice, and I don't know because I ain't never been to the Grammys, I ain't never been invited, but
No.
I think in the invitation, they tell the women to not wear clothes. You have to wear something that is provocative. Everybody that goes to the Grammys, it seems like they got something see-through on. Now this year, I mean, they just had breasts straight out, thongs out, see-through dresses, everything, right? But when you go through deeper with the whole Grammys thing, man, when you first get there, they have something called like the Wall of Babylon. You walk through the Wall of Babylon, and then they have something, I think it's like the curtains or the gates of Shiva. Then they have a bunch of elephants and stuff. They have a bunch of ritualistic stuff when you get there, and nobody stops to think. They think it's just, it's funny, it's a theme. Nah, they're replicating these stuff because they've researched these empires. They've researched these old nations and these old Chaldeans, right? If you know anything about the Chaldeans were sorcerers. They understand that sorcery works on real life. And that's why they're doing things like this, disguising the Grammys as an award show, but really it's a ceremony. And after the Grammys and before the Grammys, behind the scenes, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's behind the scenes going on in the dark. We don't know how many little kids they got out there. We don't know what's going on at the parties, what they eating, what they drink. We don't know none of that stuff.
Putting baby oil on a pizza like Steve Harvey said.
Right, putting baby oil on a pizza. That don't even make sense. If you understand, you understand. And the thing is, they have to have a certain amount of people participate. So that's why they make it a big thing and to the public and make it seem like it's something it's not, to get the people to come because they like to be worshiped. And the God that they serve likes to be worshiped, and he wants to have a full sanctuary.
Blood, bro. I'm finna say, like, even like this with Chris, I don't know if y'all remember, like, even, like, they programmed for what they want us to see. Like, I remember, like, even, like, my mom came and she showed me, like, the video. Oh, you seen when, what's the name, Smack, Chris Rock or something like that? Man, if you actually go back, that actually happened back then. Like, that happened, that was like, I think it was either in a movie or something. They just reenacted it and tried to make it seem like it was live, but it actually happened back then. So it's like, they try to keep people's minds, like, blind and entertained. Like, my mom really believed that was real. I was like, I showed her a video. She was like, dang, I never seen that. Like I saw, they want you to see what they want you to see and believe what they want you to believe. They want you to think all the celebrities. Like, I was talking to this dude at my job. He don't think NBA YoungBoy sold his soul. I showed him clear as day what this man said, that he's demonic. He said he sold his soul to the devil. You know what I'm saying? He said that he don't care about God. He said he's doing satanic things. But it's like, people's mind gets so blinded by this around you that they think, guess what? Just because he made it out his hood, just because he sold his morality to be NBA YoungBoy, he said, I'm not gonna be what my mom named me no more. I'm gonna be what they told me to be. So it's more like a yes master type of a thing. That's why when you look at his thing, nobody put two and two together. Why is his album called Massa? Because he's a slave to them, man. He got the American flag behind him, and then he has the chains on his neck because he's a slave. He's a slave to them, but nobody actually picked up on that album.
He tried to disguise it by talking about make America slime again, but it's massive. But even people don't think these people are demonic, because when they get an award, they go on stage and say, you know, I want to thank God. So now people say he's not demonic. She's not demonic. She just thank God. Anybody can thank God. What God they thanking?
Now, what God?
You know what I'm saying? He or she don't believe in the God of the Bible. Look what they're promoting. Look what they saying. You know that's not right. Look what they're promoting to the kids. You know it's not right. But just because they said I want to thank God, and now that person he's not demonic. And I remember going back to Azrael point when he brought up the hospital, one of the places of witchcraft. It was a dude, the brother actually showed me a video of a so-called Mexican brother. His name was John Ramirez. He was an ex-Satanist, right? He was going into like how when he was a Satanist, he used to go in hospitals, right? He used to go in hospitals and curse people. He said he would go in the door and he would curse them that they'll die and they would die.
Or that they would never leave the hospital.
Or that they would never leave the hospital. So if you have somebody, you're like, dang, why they always been in here? Why they always in and out the hospital? Like, you know, why they keep coming back in here? Because a lot of these witches, that's something, they have like the brother said, they have a spell book. They have a ritual book that they follow, like we follow the Bible, they follow these spell book. Satan literally tells them to do things. If they want to rank up, you got to do something. I remember, and he also said in the testimony, it was this woman, right? She was a Satanist, and she married a man. Satan wanted her to kill him, and she was like, no, I can't do that. Then, I think a couple of days later, a homeless man, he hit her in the head with a hammer. He was hitting her in the head with a hammer and killed her. He killed her. He said because she didn't fulfill what Satan told her to do, so she died. He got her up out of there. Even if you listen to that DMX song, Damien, right? He got 3 parts of Damien, part 1, part 2, and part 3. He tried to be slick with it. He tried to speak code, but he's telling you Damien is the industry, right? Damien is these higher ups that he dealing with when he signed that label, man. And it was parts how Damien had him going around, spinning the block, going around killing people. And then there was one part, he was like, man, I'm tired of this. What you want me to do next? He was like, you know your best friend? He was like, yeah. He wanted him to go kill his best friend. He was like, bruh, he said, I forgot what he said, but he basically said, I can't do that. And then he was like, Damien was like, you said, he said, do it or give me your right hand. That's what you said. So he basically saying in the song, you got to keep doing something. Satan always requires something out of you. It ain't no rest. You got to keep doing these sacrifices. You got to keep doing these rituals. You have to keep doing it. If the time you don't do it, the time you say you out, if you ain't covered by the blood of the Most High or the blood of Yahweh Shai, if you ain't in His Word and you trying to be like I ain't doing it, your time gonna be up, man. A lot of these artists try to get out the deal sometimes. They try to go against the higher ups. Then what they get blackballed, right? Then they get all of a sudden thrown in prison. They get charges thrown on them because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Their contract. They gotta fulfill a contract, man. This is real life. You can go back to Exodus 20 and back to Leviticus 20. So we need Christ, right? We need the Messiah to come back and save us because our kids are going missing, man. Getting kidnapped. I ain't gonna say they just randomly going missing, they getting took. And we need him to come and save us, save our kids, man.
God, in the book of Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 3. And I will set my face against that man and will cut him off from the nation of his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech to defile my sanctuary and to profane my holy name. Verse 4. And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man, when he giveth of his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against that man and against his family, and will cut him off, and all that go a-whoring after him, to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. And the soul that turneth after such as have had familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go a-whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and will cut him off from among his people.
So the Bible speak about sorcerers and witches? The Bible speak about sorcerers and witches, man. The Bible speaks against it, though. But you got something?
That's why the Bible tells us, we shouldn't suffer a witch to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't deal with enchantments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sorcerers, magicians, wizards, all that, because of the things that they do in the earth to be able to have success. You know what I'm saying? Be able to trick people. That's why I would never let my children be the type to be amazed by magic tricks. You know what I'm saying? Because people use that to deceive you. You know what I'm saying? People use that to not only deceive you, but people pay to be deceived. You know what I'm saying? They'll gamble. They'll be telling people, like, for instance, Shadir Sanders, after the Pro Bowl, he was walking downtown San Francisco. Then he ran into, some of our people that was in Jackson, Mississippi when he was at Jackson State. And then one of the dudes that was with them, he had a little board. He got the 3 bottle caps, and he be putting that little pill or something under them bottle caps and finessing people. You know what I'm saying? So Shadir got it right the first time. He got it wrong the second time. Third time, the dude put $100 on. He said, if you get it right, I'll give you $100. But if you get it wrong, you got to let me come to the Brown Stadium. So he ended up getting it wrong, and he pretty much got tickets. But the gist is that, again, it's almost like sorcery magic, foolery. People gamble to have that, you know what I'm saying, to be amazed by that. And that's why the Lord told us, that we couldn't let those people live when we was in our land, because the amount that we see them go to in this kingdom to be able to have that success it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
When I tell you, man, it's a lot of witches that walk around every day that you wouldn't even realize they're witches, bro. They look like regular people. A lot of these witches look like regular people, and a lot of these witches be your doctors, like the brother said, the lawyers, your teachers, your bosses, your firefighters. A lot of these people be into witchcraft, man. They be sellouts, be puppets. I remember a dude named Rashad Jamal, right? He was going into cause I think he was finna sign a deal, He was going to tell how they had him in a room, right?
Yes, they did.
And they had like a little crystal ball, and they was showing him they was showing him how successful he can be if he signed through that ball, like his future, through that crystal ball. He was like, man, he didn't do it because he knew the truth, but he was like, it was so like powerful. If the average person would just, okay, I want that. That like the crystal ball is showing him with money, showing him with all the women, showing him in the mansions, and he like, you know what? And the average person, he like, I see why these artists be so quick to sign these deals. It seemed good.
I got it. Can I use the mic? Yeah, I'm only asking because my voice hurts.
Go ahead.
But it's just like, man, the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, Channing, dang, I keep forgetting brother's name.
Shannon Sharp.
No, not Shannon Sharp. That's Club Shay Shay. But the Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and Channing Crowder. Yeah, Channing Crowder. But he was sitting there with Bud Crawford. They was interviewing Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know who Bud Crawford is, he's one of the best boxers in history, man. He just retired. But pretty much they was talking about money, you know what I'm saying, and how Bud was giving his input on how he really didn't get into boxing like to be like he got in it to make money, but it's like he wasn't moved by the idea of being, you know what I'm saying, a 100 millionaire, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much Channing Crowder made a joke and said, you know, for 100 million, they could have my soul, you know what I'm saying? He said for 100 million, they could have my soul. That was his words, you know? Yeah. And Bud Crawford sat there and said, you know, that's you. And he said, you telling me for 100 million? He said, but now we know your character. Right? So because some people sell their soul for 100 million. Like it used to be jokes back in the day where people used to be like, man, for $100 million, I'll do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And in high school, folks used to say some elemental P stuff when it comes to that amount of money. They used to say, but for $100 million, if you gotta, you know, do some elemental P stuff, you're gonna do it. And brothers used to be like, you know what I'm saying?
I just seen a video, Kai Cenat, brother, and Ty Lil, they said some elemental P stuff for $7 million. They was in the back of a car and they was going crazy, all for the sake of comedy and likes and money, because that's all it is at the end of the day. I want to also say too, from that boxing standpoint, Teofimo Lopez just lost, and he was talking about his career and talking about how he never got a fair shake. He said, it's okay though, you know, I've come to grips with it, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't sell my soul like a lot of people did. And he put the Baphomet sign up, and he said, you know, but it is what it is. I'm cool with my career. And then also too, you have to think about Tank Davis. Tank Davis himself said, you know, that looked kind of demonic how they all, you know, they all over there, they changed their name and now they're all Islamic and stuff, and they're behind all them people like they sold their soul. And now we keep seeing Tank Davis in and out of prison, and we keep seeing him in the news and stuff. Why do you think that is? Because there's a choice to be made, and we're living in a time now to where celebrities are mixing amongst themselves. They don't know who sold their soul or not. Then they get caught up in these interviews and they realize whose side. Just like Kodak Black, you know what I'm saying? Kodak Black was pressing them on that one, I forgot the name of that show. Drink Champs, right? And they threw shots at him like he do voodoo. He threw shots at them like, hey, how was it like when y'all sold y'all soul though? So we living in a time where there's a division and there's a mix between good and evil. And, you know, it's happening before our eyes, but, you know, people still won't, you know, believe it.
And you got to think, too, man, like, after Shakur Stevens won, man, who was one of the first people he took a picture with? Who was backstage with him, hugged up on him?
I didn't even see.
Shakur Stevens.
Oh, you talking about T.O. Who was the first person?
Floyd Mayweather, man. And we know how Floyd is in bed with all these Israelis and all of that, and all these Jewish folks, man. You know what I'm saying? And to your point, after Tank probably noticed that, he got away from Floyd, right? That's when you started seeing Tank's decline. And we know Ryan Garcia ain't been favored in the boxing community, right? Because we know Ryan ain't with all that BS either. You know what I'm saying?
Ryan said that they strapped him down, and made him watch them torture little kids.
Oh, yeah, and he said that about 2 years ago, and everyone was laughing.
Yeah, everybody was laughing.
He said hey man, but you know that just goes to show that, like, there is a dark side of sports. and in the entertainment industry, man, that, you know, a lot to the average viewer, a lot of people don't believe that stuff be taking place, but, you know, we not naive to it. Now, I was arguing with the brothers the other day because not arguing, but I was posing my theory the other day that a lot of our people really don't be the ones that be doing the higher up stuff. But then again, you know, who's to say? You know, the line is blurred. We not in those rooms. We not in those meetings and conversations. So, but that stuff, we know for a fact that stuff is documented, verified, and it does take place. So, hey, it's just a message. Don't sell your soul for no amount of money, man, because in this life, the only thing that you're going to have to hang on to is the money. But when it's time to pay the piper, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay.
It's written in this Bible for a reason, though.
It's written in the Bible for a reason. He didn't say to not pass your kids through the fire and to not give them to Molech for no reason. And he said that to the children of Israel. He didn't say that for no reason. He said it so that you would read it and remember not to do it. Why? Because it was tempting for a lot of us to do it. Like we read in Maccabees, a lot of men from Israel went out and made covenants with the heathen to live like them because they were enduring sorrow. But if anything like Moses, you know, we gotta rather suffer affliction than the pleasures of this world.
Right. Go ahead.
Con, this is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse number 8. It says, well, let me start at verse 7. 2 things I have required of thee, deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. And I'm reading that because, again, that just goes into the greed of man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times in this life, people pray to have financial success, to have materialistic value. But realistically, if you're a true believer in the word of God, you shouldn't desire that, because at the end of the day, the Lord will give you riches and then you'll forget who the Lord is. You know what I'm saying? You'll be walking down the street and the Lord will walk right past you and he'll be like, what's up? And you'll just keep walking because now you're too good to talk to the Lord, all because you got these riches now, all because you got a little money in your pocket, right? Hey, money, flesh and blood shall not inherit the kingdom of God. The money, the American dollar is not going to be something that the Lord is going to be able to allow you to bargain him with to save your soul, to get you into the kingdom, right? But celebrities know that they not here. Celebrities really don't care about that, man. Drake even had it in a song years and years ago when I was in high school called Way Up I Feel Blessed. And what did he say in the song? He said, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. You know, hey, man.
Six.
Yeah, 6 guys, man.
Don't be shocked when Drake drop up out of here in a second, man.
Yeah, man. Hey.
After his reign is over with.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts.
And this, our people are so simple, even when it comes to like Hollywood, because they may have, you know, when our people was doing sacrifices stuff back then to Molech, they probably was receiving rewards from Satan. That what made them want to keep doing it. They may have said something that they wanted, and they sacrificed something, and they got it. They're like, hold up, this is real. Let me keep doing this. But that's how I seen the video with David Blaine, right? It was a video out with David Blaine, and he was in a room with a whole bunch of celebrities. I know Steph Curry was in there, Drake was in there, Dave Chappelle was in there, Jimmy Butler was in there. It was a whole weird group of people in the same room. It was weird. Why are they all together? But they was all in there, right? And David Blaine, he kind of was mocking the Bible. He was saying something about they said rain falls in Egypt, and then I think Dave Chappelle was like, yeah, in the Bible he said they rain falls from Egypt. He said, and then David Blaine was like, yeah. He said, okay. He shook his head. He put his head back. Probably said like a demonic ritual in his head. Frogs came out his mouth, bro. So he was like, he was mocking the Most High. But you had our people in the room going crazy, like, wow. So that stuff right there amazed them. They see that stuff, they're like, dang, this man got power. I want that type of power. What I gotta do for it? And it's like you would never get up there, bro. We look at these rappers. I think a lot of times that these rappers be rich and they living their best life. No, these rappers be in debt, man. That's why they keep going on shows and concerts. They gotta pay these people back that gave them that money. They just didn't give them that money. They just didn't give them that chain. They gotta pay that stuff back, man. They barely making music off their albums on. The only time I seen a video, The only time they really make only time they make money that's really their money is when they do shows. And even then, they got to pay for the shows. All that, gas, all that.
Promotion.
Come on, man. You know, there was a time where the little Uzi Verts didn't look so sassy, man.
Yes, there was.
There was a time where Lil Nas X didn't look sassy.
Yes, there was.
Frank Ocean didn't look
No,
sassy.
he didn't.
Young boy, I
No,
mean, he's still with that murder stuff, but you know, there was a time where his
Young Boy got a song out now. It's a country song talking about some "Can you be my cowboy?" He said it in his lyric. He gonna
that's
be the
crazy.
next one to turn.
Oh, that's crazy. And then,
Go ahead.
and on this, right? What's coming up this Sunday?
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl. Who's performing in the Super Bowl?
The Folly Bowl.
Bad Bunny, man. Even these Hispanics, y'all aren't off limits either, man.
No, y'all not.
Everybody talking about Bad Bunny. He's, oh, man, I'm about to be the most Puerto Rican this Sunday. Da, 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 da. All the Hispanics talking about he's standing up for all the immigrants and all that stuff. Bad Bunny had to do some funny stuff, too.
Yes, he did.
Just think about it. I had a small altercation with my wife because my wife Puerto Rican, right? And you know how them Puerto Ricans get when the Puerto Ricans, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a Puerto Rican pride, right? But what I told her is, I don't support him, man. What are you talking about? Because he's not black? No, because he's a homosexual.
He's
bro.
a homosexual.
I told her, I said, she's like, no, he's not. He's heterosexual. I said, no, he's not,
No,
bro.
he's not. Sissy
I
boy.
said, go back. He was on stage kissing his backstage dancers in the mouth on stage.
Yes, he was.
Right? Not only that, he wear dresses.
Wearing dresses.
No, not only that, he wear dresses.
Paint his nails.
He paints his nails.
Painting his nails.
He paints his nails. Not only that, what type of heterosexual man nicknames himself Bunny?
Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
I know a bad baby, but that's a woman.
That's a woman.
And the only bunnies I know are attributed to females.
Female.
Rabbits.
You see what I'm saying? Now I told my wife, I said, hey man, I ain't got nothing against Puerto Ricans, man, Puerto Rican artists, but they need to bring back the Daddy Yankees or something.
Yes, they do.
So,
Yes,
They
they
need to
do.
bring back the Daddy Yankees or
Yes, they
something.
do. Yes,
Because
they
Bad
do.
Bunny not gonna cut it for me, right? Because I can't stay. Just like I told this brother right here, one of his favorite songs was "Folded" by Kehlani. I said I can't support Kehlani, man. She a homosexual, man.
Oh,
As soon as I find out you a homosexual, I gotta cut you off. I'm
gotta
sorry,
go.
man.
Brother got to defend himself on camera.
No. I was gonna say, with the Super Bowl, man. You know, they say this gonna. They said that this gonna be the gayest Super Bowl in all history.
For sure.
They even hired somebody to be the chief of kindness.
With no English.
Right.
No English being spoken.
Right. But I'm saying they hired somebody to be a chief of kindness. They hired him, they gave him a badge and stuff, and they say he's gonna be walking around making sure that everybody's kind to one another, bruh. Then they got Bad Bunny, then they got and now best believe all the commercials, they're gonna be homosexual commercials.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And all that is to weaken the nation of Israel. That's all it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
To keep us effeminate. That's all it is. So that, we won't rise up and that we can't stand up for each other, you know what I'm saying? Because that's all they want us to do is to accept being liberal and have the deception of freedom. That's what being liberated means, is to be free. Is to accept being liberal and to have to accept the deception that, oh, we won. We're liberated. We can do what we want to do. But they're really just, deceiving you so that, you can stay at the bottom of society on your so-called month, on your so-called history month.
Yes,
Wow,
it is.
that's
Yes,
crazy.
it is.
Hold on.
Talk about it. Connect them dots.
Hold up.
Connect them dots.
So this supposed to be the gayest Super Bowl in February on Black History Month.
Yes, it is.
Ain't this the month for the LGBT?
Yes, it
in
is.
February too?
Yes.
ain't February?
That's June. That's
You
June.
said June. That's
June.
June.
That's June.
Oh, no, that's
wait,
Juneteenth.
no. We gonna connect the dots. 'Cause Juneteenth
Yeah.
is part of Black history.
Right.
So now, when they
No.
got the Juneteenth, that's also in Pride Month. So what they don't finish you with in February, they gonna cut you off in June.
Damn.
Damn.
Look at that, man.
Double homicide.
Double homicide. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I remember, dang.
And hey,
Gotta take a minute for
another
that.
thing too, that's part of the reason why Super Bowl be really like, as a fan of like football and stuff like that, man. now more and more you get into the truth, man. You got to take it with a grain of salt, because like they make it a holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like they shut stuff down. People order food, buy food, ready to kick their feet up, watch the game. But again, man, you know, it's a lot of sorcery and witchcraft that go into that. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised, you know, because I've heard someone say, you gotta watch all these people from now on. What happened last time? You gotta watch these people. But somebody had said the Super Bowl is a big ritual.
Yes, it is.
They said the Super Bowl is a big ritual, so I wouldn't be surprised if behind the scenes they doing some type of dark ritual. Everybody in red, in the dark, walking around. I don't know if anybody remember when DMX died, they did like a little something to honor him or remember him, and it was dark in there. Everybody had red on.
Yes, they did.
It was weird. I'm like, bro, why do all these folks got? It just looked so wicked, man.
Yes, it
Who was that that had everybody wearing red at the Super Bowl? Rihanna?
What?
That
Probably
that
was.
her halftime
All
performance?
them, Katy Perry, all them, everybody done that red stuff.
It might have been Rihanna though.
Rihanna, Katy Perry did it, Cardi B did it, all them did it.
Red, so.
But yeah, he did. Well, it just looked weird when it was dark and everybody just had red on. But they had to have it dark.
Taylor
They
Swift.
all do red. Alicia Keys, Chris Brown,
Taylor Swift.
whenever they have some type of big performance, it's always red.
Always red.
Always red, man.
Red and black and flames.
Yeah.
I remember one time Kodak had did a song with Future.
Yes, he did.
And Future said in the song, he said the only time I feel alive is when I take, he said the D word.
Yeah.
And Kodak called him on the phone. Kodak FaceTimed here like, bro, what did you just say in this verse? And he played the song. And Future, like, he said, take. He said the only time I feel alive is when I take. But he didn't finish the way he said after that, though.
It's like even with this right here.
Yeah, even Young Thug.
They make our man like more feminine.
Yeah.
Like they got our man. Like,
That Jeffrey album.
Yeah, with the dress on.
Yeah, that one.
Today they say what? Oh, that's the new fashion.
What did he say?
But Boondocks been showing it.
But look, it's crazy because he said he bought that because he had just seen some Giuseppe's or some type of fancy shoes, and he said that jump went with the outfit. I'm like, my nigga, a dress?
Hey,
A dress, my nigga?
he tried to justify in one of his songs. He said, had to wear a dress because I had to stick. So he tried to justify wearing a dress because he said he had a gun on him. So what the hell they got to do with you wearing a dress, bro? You have plenty of men walking around with guns that you don't see that don't wear a dress. And he put it in a song.
I was gonna say, man, this remember that.
Wow.
Infamous,
What
Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson.
Oh, when she dropped,
That might have been too young.
When her boob came out?
Yeah.
What color she wearing though?
Black and red.
What
Red
color
thing.
nail, man?
Red. She look wicked.
She like a dang demon.
Demon,
Let me
man.
see. Red nails?
Even what's that award show we were watching at men's night? What is it called, brother? S-Piece.
The S-Piece.
Yeah, it's like when you just look at what people had on and the people that was in the room. Drewski was in there, like, why is Drewski? Why is he there? And then I don't know if brothers seen Outer Banks. The girl that go with John B on Outer Banks.
Yes.
She was announcing awards.
Yes, she was.
It's like, what the hell is going on, bro?
What's her name? Sarah?
Sarah. Yeah, so it's like, even when you see these Michael Rubin parties, all white parties, you got pictures of little baby getting Oreos. He's in the middle smiling, a man in the front of him, a man in the back, and he's smiling. I've never seen little baby smile that hard with a woman.
Then he tried to justify and say, oh, they just took a picture at the wrong time and the wrong angle. Stop it, me, bro.
You can see little baby wisdom teeth in his back of his mouth when he was smiling, bro.
Yeah.
He was smiling that hard, man.
He's a sissy.
Right. So Michael, when you look into these celebrities and they all come together, but guess what though? Satan is very crafty because he make it look good from the eyes. They show you all these celebrities in one room and they having fun. So you have people be like, man, I want to be there.
Yeah.
But when the cameras cut off, they don't see what's going on.
It's just like that all white party when they be going on that, they be meeting up or going on that yacht or going to New York, whatever. I'll be like, bruh, people really be desiring to be in there.
Yeah.
I'll be like, bruh, I do not care to be in a room full of like. I don't care to be around them folks, bro.
Sausage party, man. Be a lot of sausage party. You know, you go at different doors, right? I know Cat Williams spoke on it one time.
Sausage Party was such a stupid movie too.
Yeah, I ain't never seen it. I ain't know that was a movie.
It's a stupid movie, man.
I'm gonna say that. A woman said that she literally went inside one of those things. Like me and my brother was watching this years ago. She said she walked inside one of the rooms and they was literally like they was having sex with a. Oh my bad. They were doing something with the dead woman. But they said as they were doing it to her dead body, they were cutting her body and eating her flesh. Like,
Necrophilia, bro.
they were eating it.
Sleeping with a corpse. Necrophilia.
They call it spirit. They call it spirit cooking.
Man.
They call it spirit cooking. That's why.
Necromancy.
That's now. I'm gonna give you some history real quick. Offset took a picture with this white woman.
Yup.
That was
What's her
I
name,
think
Marilyn
that
Manson?
yeah Rick Owens' wife. Rick, who's a famous? He's some famous fashion man. I think
Yup.
that's Rick Owens' wife, right or something.
He got like a whip.
Yeah, and she got the black finger too.
Yup.
Now she's in the fashion industry. If you notice, the fashion industry, they don't have men dressed like this here, like we dress.
Right.
They got men dressed like sissy boys now.
Nah, wait. I seen a video, man, of a dude. His name's Smart. Right. He was going into like how he was finna be in the industry, right? And how they did it back then. They'll send a stylist at you, and that stylist would try to soften you up to see if you down. So the stylist would put you on some effeminate clothes, and the stylist would try to touch your private part.
They did it in Russia Hour too.
For real?
Remember when they was going to get fitted for them suits?
Oh!
And they brought out the gay dude.
See that?
Whiskey, buttercream, whiskey.
See that?
Yeah.
They put it in your face in these movies, man.
Yeah.
They put it in your face in these movies, man. All this stuff be going on. When you see these end time movies, like I said, that movie called I think it's called Don't Blink. Y'all gotta watch that movie, bro. It's called Don't Blink. When I seen it, I think it's on Amazon. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Don't Blink. When I seen it, it made me think about like, bro, that's exactly how it be when, in Hollywood, man. That's exactly how it be when they went to they went to an island, right?
Yes, they did.
And the dude that was over the island that had the money, he was drugging the women, right? And everybody drugging the men that was laying down. He was laying down with them, but he'll drug them, and they'll wake up and don't know what happened, and he'll do it all over again. Yeah, that movie Don't Blink, and that's what happened to a lot of these artists, right? They get drugged. They don't want to sign the deal. All right, they'll send a beautiful woman at them. Then they get comfortable. Then the woman drug them, right? Or lace the weed. Then men come in, they do something to him. He drunk or knocked out. He wake up, don't know what happened. Then they be like, "Oh, you don't want to sign the deal? Nah, I ain't finna sign that. Y'all don't give me no money."
Like,
It's
this you right here?
Ain't that you right there?
You doing something? You like, what the heck?
See that?
When did that happen?
Literally blackballing you
Right.
into getting into the industry.
Right.
Literally blackballing you.
Yeah, man. People gotta understand, man. Satan got a chosen people, just like the Most High got a chosen people.
Yes, he does.
Right? Satan got a people, man. He gotta. Sometimes it be a person that's supposed to be the face of the industry, man. The face of something. The person that's getting pushed the most. To push the most wickedness, man. But this stuff real, man. Right. They saying YB more. Man, I remember somebody say YB better than Michael Jackson. I seen it was an interview, right?
Yes, they did. Right here.
Hey, look, I seen the video, right? It was when Miami was finna get ready to play Indiana. I think it was like 2 days before. And the person was interviewing the players. She was like, what's your favorite song to listen to before the game? Or what song you gonna listen to before the game? Most 4 or 5 people said Young Boy. And then somebody asked the players, who would you want to bring out for I don't think this was the Miami game, it was another game. They're like, what celebrity would you bring out to do a halftime show? Most everybody said Young Boy. These grown men saying Young Boy. So it's like they have a person that they choose to be the face of the industry, man. He's the plant. You have industry plants. You have people that come out of nowhere. How the hell they get famous? No talent. Ice Spice.
Sukiyana.
Blueface. What the? Dochi.
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar, black man. You know what I'm saying? Where these people come from? They have no talent. You can go to the hood and hear a person's better than that person.
Yes, you can.
But they choose this other person to be the face because he got influence. That's all they care about is influence. They don't care if you good or not. They can make you famous.
Casanat can't even read. Yeah. Oh. You gotta wait your turn too. You gotta think about it on that song. What's that song Drake made? A Little Dirt. And then on that one part, Drewski walks in. Nobody knew who Drewski was during that time. I remember seeing him, but like actually knowing who he was during that time, like, bro, I don't know who that is. But now coming out years later, he had to wait his turn because why? Behind closed doors, he has to do rituals.
Yep.
To go up, to keep going up. What are you gonna keep sacrificing for you to be at this higher position?
Yeah.
He sacrificed a lot now. That man mocking everybody now, you know what I'm saying?
He want to do that to the Jewish man.
He won't do it to the Jewish man, but he got the red bottoms on because he's stepping with Jesus.
Yeah, man. Madness, man. Won't do it. Drewski, you know, he'll mock everybody, but he ain't gonna mock them Jewish people though. He ain't gonna mock them. Them folks give him that money. He know if he do that, it's over with. Man, it's over with, man. He losing everything. He might damn lose his life.
Yes, he will.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So this is why we need a savior, bro. This is why we need Christ to come back and deliver us out of this captivity. This is why we need it.
Nobody
right?
asked for that.
And this is why I called this video. This is why we need a savior, man. And this is why he coming back real soon to deliver us out of this captivity, man. Right? So any brother has something else they want to speak on?
Hey, I just want to say, reminder, nobody asked for this content that these brothers be doing sometimes, bro. These brothers be going on saying that LMNOP stuff. Nobody solicits them to say, hey, talk about this, but the people that's in control, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all like a big ritual.
Yes,
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
Yes, it is.
It's all a big ritual. So, young people, you know, if you happen to stroll across this, or even if it's never make it to the archives, we really preach it to the wind. If anybody can hear the voice of the prophets on the street corners in Valdosta, Georgia, today, February the 7th, 2026.
Yes, it is.
Pretty much, hey, look, don't sell your soul, man. Don't give in to the cares of this life and then start causing you to do things that's going against our God, man. You know, going against the Creator, because the eternal life, the everlasting life, is the one that lasts the longest.
Yes, it is.
This physical, fleshly life can end at any given moment.
Yes, it is.
But the spirit is going to live forever. And are you going to live eternally in peace, or are you going to live eternally in death and destruction and damnation? Right? Got to choose ye this day, right? Deuteronomy 30:16. But
and with that, we say shalom.
Praise the Lord.
Shalom.